What it is, y'all? It is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with more Danmachi, and this is a damage test of OUKA to show you what I think old boy can do. Now, I do once again want to say that, per usual, there's a little bit left on the table. This is not like the end-all, be-all, like the definitive possibility with him, because frankly, his CP level in my team is kind of low because it's like my only good unit of him that I have, and I really haven't spent a lot on him over time. A, and B, some of my assists aren't MLB, as you noticed. So if I just go in here and begin this process, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're doing. Now, Elmina shouldn't be any kind of new unit to you guys. I've used her a lot. Basically, she increases the effectability, that's a word now, of all of our AoE units, okay? Now, we do have Kurumi in here, and she's going to lower darkness a little bit more, and we're just going to keep kind of going with this. It's going to be a pretty straightforward run. Now, we are going to do a triple SA, and I am going to set it up so we have Haruhime on bat earlier, all right? So, shouldn't be too big of a deal. We'll go ahead and do Sheikah on this turn. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we'll do Goblin Slayers. Man, I'll just do his single target attack and just go back and forth on this one. In fact, I'm going to target Big Boy right there. Alright. And we're going to have OUKA just doing his AoE the whole time. So there's really not much of a difference between his AoE and his other one. So we don't really need to worry about it too much. Alright. Now, next turn, we are going to do Haruhime's attack. And I do want to also preface here that this isn't going to be, like, the best possible scoring run on this event, just because, quite frankly, the team's not set up to do that. The team's just kind of set up to showcase OUKA in his absolute best light. So if my run at the end of this is, you know, sub 20 million by a decent amount, that's all because I really am just using the wrong units for a good run. All these units are doing is giving OUKA everything humanly possible he can use to basically to show the best side of him that I possibly can. Okay? I really think that of the units I have, the units I'm showcasing here are the best of the best for him. Okay? Now all of our debuffs should still... Yep, all of our debuffs are in place. Yep. Lego. I'm going to go ahead and do this to help her out a little bit. There we go. Alright. So I'm trying not to kill them so quickly, but apparently it's a little easier said than done. I might have to pull Goblin Slayer back a little bit here. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull Goblin Slayer back, because I think... I'm really worried that he's just going to kill him. Let's just see what happens here. Alright. So with OUKA being our only attack unit here, so he's already hitting, like, ridiculously high. Like, 275k per unit is nothing to really sneeze at. You know what? Just for the sake of... I'll do a single target with him real quick on this little guy. Because the thing is, I'm really probably just going to have to start pulling them all back here in a moment in order to get our triple SA. Because otherwise, we're going to kill him too quickly. Which, never thought I'd say that was a huge problem. But apparently that's a problem. There's something we're dealing with here. Alright. So we're about to get a triple SA. I'm going to pull all three of them back. I know that they probably aren't going to die with a couple of hits we're doing, but I don't want to... I'm really, really focused on getting this triple SA. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, next turn we'll get this. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Alright. So we're going to do that SA, we're going to do that SA, which... These aren't really going to boost him by any stretch. They're literally just super attacks to give him a little bit more power. And here we go. So Goblin Slayer, and sorry the video's a little choppy. I don't know why. It's that program's running a little crappy right at the moment. All right. What you got, Goblin Slayer? What you got? Okay. So that wasn't supposed to happen. But it did. Kurumi and OUKA, unfortunately, he's only going to hit 2 of the 3, but the damage will still be the same. Here we go. Okay, little more than a mil. 1.2 mil per unit. Now, I know Goblin Slayer hit harder, but he hit harder with a single target attack. If you really math that out, OUKA did more damage to 2 units than Goblin Slayer did to 1. I just want to make that very evident and very clear. If all 3 units had been there, and of course, obviously, I did nerf it, so we would have long since been done anyway. So that would have been a much better scoring team had I not pulled everything back and just let him go ham. So that would have been a 1.2 mil across the board. Now, if you really like kind of math that out, then obviously you're going to be getting ridiculous damage on units that, you know, if you have multiple units on a team. So OUKA was way better as well than I initially had predicted and that I initially thought. Now, I'm really sorry. I really want to do High Elf. Unfortunately, the event's also going to expire here in just a minute, but High Elf, sadly, has evaded me. I only have her +2, and I really don't feel like I'd be able to properly showcase her, but because the event's going to end, I'm just going to throw her in here. I'm going to replace her OUKA with her and see what we can do, okay? Same exact team. We're just going to take OUKA, and we're going to throw High Elf on here. And because I know people have been dying to see what she's capable of. Unfortunately, I don't have the team to support her, if I'm honest. I just really do not, okay? Alright. So once again, we're just going to build our same stack. Nothing too crazy, nothing too out of the ordinary. The only thing that does suck is the way I have it set up. It's going to take forever to build SA once again because Line is not really boosting the whole team. But that was just a way to get everybody in and out of here in a quick, orderly fashion. There probably was another better way to do it and have High Elf on deck, but you know, it's just a thing. It's for the sake of video production, it's only going to take just a couple seconds longer, honestly. All right, I'm going to do that and that. And so, yeah. So to cover what she does, fast dex and thunder attack damage plus 60%, allies dex and thunder attack damage plus 30%. There you go. Now she's a thunder unit, not a dark unit, and really my whole team is set up to do dark. So when it comes to their thunder debuffs are not that great. So once again, I just don't have the assists to do thunder debuffs, unfortunately. In fact, you know what? Hopefully the event hasn't ended. If it has, I'm going to be in trouble here. There we go. And I'm going to take her off, and I'm going to put this one on here. Just for the sake of silliness. It's going to give us a little bit more thunder debuff. Alright. Just happened to realize I had that unit there to do that with. Now, I could have once again changed Line and changed my swap units, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Okay. We're going to debuff that, and we're going to do that. Okay? Now, we'll take a look at the stats once we're here. You can kind of math it out. I would imagine High Elf is going to be ridiculous. Probably on the level of OUKA, if I'm completely honest. But, unfortunately, like I said before, I just don't have the team to prove it. Okay? So this one, the foe singular is a high thunder physical attack damage, plus 30% per each self-dex buff. But we're really here to see the AoE, so that is what we're going to do. I'm going to target him, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. Let's go. All right, now. Good stuff, that. Alright, so we're going to keep doing that for her. We're going to do that for her. I'm going to take Goblin Slayer out of the fight. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just cycle Goblin Slayer around and let him do his thing. And we're going to give Haruhime her SA. There we go. Nope, I want that. Yeah. Because once again, I don't want to wipe out the goblins too quickly. So we're not really going for a maximum overall test. We're just really going for what's the best we can do given our circumstance. I hate to do it that way. I really hate to do it that way, but it's really about the only way to really honestly do it. Alright. So High Elf's already hitting pretty well, honestly. She actually might even be able to out-damage OUKA from what I'm seeing here, but let's go ahead and take a look. Okay. I'm just going to swap them around. I'm going to go back here and do that one more time. And once again, we're going to just build up a triple SA. That's our only goal here, is to build up a triple SA. There you go, girl. Get him. Yeah, we'll get him once, and then we'll focus on the other one again, and I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, girl! So 125, that was actually not that hot. I thought she did more in the last run. Could be a lot better. But again, I do want to preface that by also saying that, yes, she hit 125 at +2. not fully hero. I mean, she's fully ascended, but she's not max limit broken. So it's really, really hard to say, yes, she's amazing, X, Y, or Z. But, I mean, honestly, pretty happy with what we've seen out of her thus far. All right. So counter and penetration is up, so we'll go back and keep doing that. Yeah, we'll be good. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, let's keep going. And we're basically just going to spam this until we have triple SA. Look at that, almost 200k on that one too. All right, so I'm going to pull everyone back here one more time. Because I really fear, once again, if I just let her go too crazy, she's just going to wipe them out. She's just going to absolutely wreck everybody. So, we're going to be good. Alright, I've got to go ahead and rebuff with her. And then next turn, we'll get our triple SA. Okay? So, let's look at what we've got going on here. And yes, I know that at this point, Katori is kind of pointless on this team. But I didn't have time to build a team for High Elf. So, let's do a little comparison here. Okay? Physical is down 65%. It was the same with... same team, so it would have been exactly the same with OUKA. Okay? Dark is down 115. For Thunder, we have it only down 85. So, Dark is naturally going to hit harder. But thus far, if I'm seeing what I'm seeing, I really think High Elf actually is going to severely outdamage, or probably match OUKA at +2, whereas OUKA was fully limit broken. Let's see real quick what happens here, because I'm honestly intrigued. Alright, so long as Goblin Slayer doesn't kill the big guy, which he shouldn't. I don't think he'll have quite that much power. Close, but not quite enough. I'm really rooting for him not to crit, if I'm honest. Don't crit, please. Don't crit. It was a crit. Okay, but he didn't kill him. So, Goblin Slayer, for the record, hit for 1.9 mil. Alright, High Elf. What you got, girl? Now remember, Dark is down 115, and OUKA did like 1.2 mil. She's down 180, or she's down 85%. Yeah, 85%, and she did? Okay, alright. That actually is kind of indicative of what I'd see. So, like I initially thought, she's about on the level of OUKA, give or take. So, once again, not a bad unit at all. Anybody that's going to be able to AoE for 1 million is no one you should really mess with. So, that is definitely a run that I would say, while not indicative of her full power, kind of shows you what she's capable of. Sorry that I didn't do a full power run on her, but it's what I got. And the numbers are roughly the same. So, there you guys go. Unfortunately, I wish I could show you more on High Elf, but she just wouldn't drop for me. She just would not drop for me. Even when I tried to wail for her, she wouldn't drop. So, that's the video, guys. Let me know what y'all thought in the comment section down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow my Birdman. Hit me up on Booker. I'll be back at you guys with more Danmachi tomorrow. And we're going to talk about those new banners because, oh, those new banners look tasty.